The saying goes that confidence is king, and if you want to make it in life, you've got to act like you own the world. And one fighter who has envisioned this mantra throughout his career is the notorious Conor McGregor. The guy is literally known for being the cockiest fighter on the planet. And against opponents like Jose Aldo, this brash, confident style really worked. However, in 2018, McGregor found himself trying to push an immovable object, leaving him utterly defenceless and completely helpless in the Octagon. This is the story of Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. The build-up to UFC 229 was one of the most oddly enjoyable spectacles for any fight fan to watch. On one side of the table, you had the stone-cold killer in Khabib Nurmagomedov. At the time, he was the lightweight champ, having picked up the vacant lightweight title against Ally Quinta in April of 2018. Though, despite being the champ, Khabib wasn't massively well known outside of the hardcore MMA fan base. He wasn't exactly exciting on the mic, and his fights, to some fans, were just seen as pretty boring wrestling displays. On the other side of the table, however, was the literal opposite of Khabib in Conor McGregor. Conor became a star because of his electric trash talk and exciting fighting style. He was brash, rude, and hilarious on the mic, and during the 299 presses, he did not hold back at all. In fact, it's safe to say that McGregor displayed a whole new level of arrogance and cockiness during the pre-fight build-up. The guy taunted Khabib with his proper 12 whiskey, threw a dolly through the window of a bus full of Khabib's people, and shouted over Khabib every single chance he got. However, behind all the insults and whiskey shots, it was pretty clear that McGregor knew he was up against a dominant force in Khabib, and it seemed to a lot of fans that his apparent cockiness was actually just a projection of fear. Come fight night, every mixed martial art fan in the world was tuned in, ready to watch the main event of all main events. However, for McGregor fans, the next 20 or so minutes turned into be a complete whitewash. From round one, Khabib looked to impose his grappling dominance, and within moments launched in for a takedown. McGregor fanboys love to spin the narrative here, saying that McGregor displayed awesome takedown defense in this first round by pushing the Russian's head down. But, in reality, all he did was delay the inevitable, and almost as soon as the first bell sounded, Khabib was on top of Conor, pouring ground and pound that sounded like thunder. McGregor was forced on the defensive in his most dangerous round, and although he survived to come out for round two, it was clear that he was already feeling the pace. Another dominant round for Khabib ensued, and Khabib even felt confident enough to box with the superior striker, dropping in with a wrestler's overhand right in the second. He even started toying with McGregor towards the end of the round, telling him, "Let's talk now," which was absolutely hilarious to watch, considering how cocky McGregor had been in the build-up. Now, round 3 appeared to present a change in momentum for the fight as Khabib started to slow down ever so slightly, giving McGregor more opportunities to land strikes on the feet. However, Khabib swiftly shut that momentum down in round 4, coming out with a second win and a bad look in his eyes. After dominating the 90 seconds, Khabib eventually found a neck crank, forcing the Irishman to tap like chicken. Of course, everyone knows about the brawl that broke out after the fight, and while it's not in the scope of this video to discuss, let's just say we all know how that saying about karma goes. Now, before we wrap up this video, I just want to mention our monthly shout out where each month we give one of our loyal subs a much deserved mention. To enter, all you got to do is comment "I sub" and you'll be in with a chance of winning. Ultimately, this fight was a pretty good representation of bark versus bite. Conor had all the trash talk in the world, but the moment the mics were taken away and he was forced to actually, fight, McGregor quickly realised why you shouldn't disrespect your superiors. What's even funnier is that, as a result of this fight, Khabib's stock only rose, and he went on to gain millions of followers. McGregor, on the other hand, well, his legacy has gone in completely the opposite direction.